인천선서 고려는 투투투 체크.
안녕하세요.
고려는 투투투 인천 컨트롤 받으세요. 맞아요. also 고려는 투투투.
Glide slope. Pull up.
TCAS
Wind shear.
test.
Wind
Pass.
shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
네, 맞습니다. 생방송 맞고요.
인천선서 고려는 투투투 아이아프런트 제주 포트. 고려는 투투 시스템 발표요. 제발 고려는 투투투. 그러면 투투투 해약 번호가 어떻게 되시나요? 에어락 번호요? 예. 잠시만요.
네, 김해 하고요. 서클링 들어갑니다. 김해 서클링 들어갑니다.
그 에어락 번호가 뭘 말씀하시는 건지 잘 모르겠는데. 그 SM14 업데이트 안 하셨나요? 아, ARH요? 1712입니다. 그러면 저쪽 특수해라는 소리 같이. 여기 두껍게 고르는 저쪽. 그러면 저쪽 특수해서 제주 인터내셔널 포스, runway 32 right, via routine departure and start, plan to flight today 220, clock 1706, 1706, respect. 여러분 스코어 투투투.
안녕하세요. 인천 컨트롤 TV714 request alpha clearance to 김해 propulsion level 190.
TV714 인천 스탠바이.
Standing by TV714.
US 714, can you accept market to November departure via runway 31?
Confirm market.
US 714, accept runway 31 departure.
Roger, runway 31, TV 704.
US 714, standby for space. Signal 222, reback flight force and ready for pushback. Korea 222, reback is correct, report when ready for pushback. Level is correct. Korea 222, report when ready for pushback. Korea 222, ready to pushback Korea 222. Korea 222, step car 1706. Park 1706, Korea 222. Korea 222, Korea 222, pushback approves the face southeast, Info PMDG 106. 그냥 메시지로 가겠습니다. 죄송합니다. 코리아 222. PA 714, clearance, copy.
TV 704, go ahead.
PA 714, clear to Kimhae International Airport, of runway 31, by market to November departure, KSMS5, climb to flight level 190, class 1707, please.
Clear to Kime v4.1 31 via market to November departure, then spot kilometer 2 accretion 190 squawk 1707 TV 714. Control TV 704. 네, 안녕하세요.
PA 714, complete.
Control TV 704 clear to Kime via Oprone 25 accretion 31 via market to November departure squawk 1707 level 190.
PA 714, reverse right, report when ready for pushback.
Roger, report ready for pushback TV 704. 준비 다 됐고요. Control TV 7 on 4 request push and start 17.
CA7 for push and start approach face east, QNH 1022.
Push and start approach facing east, QNH 1022, TV 7 on 4.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
All station, this is Incheon control. I'll be back in 1 minute. The radio broadcast was on. Remain this frequency.
기본 서클링 위한 FMC 세팅을 잠깐 좀 보자면요. 먼저 파킹 브레이크 릴리스 김해에서 25 마일에서 플랩 1, 플랩 5, 플랩 기어당 플랩 15 할 거고요. 김해 2A3가 이 V와 알파 런웨이 1A 레프트 라이트에 대한 그 레디얼이 있더라고요. 여기서 실질적으로 이렇게 서클링이 들어갑니다. 그 다음에 런웨이 1A 라이트 같은 경우 어빔 271에서 하강을 시작합니다. 그리고 아까 287 레디얼 그것도 마찬가지로 차트에 그렇게 나와 있고요. 미스터 이거 이제 나중에 파이널 pfpx에서 그 헤딩을 어떻게 둘 건지에 대한 부분에 대해서 레퍼런스를 하기 위해서 이렇게 픽스를 총 4개로 입력을 해놨습니다. Start Engine 2. FS 쿨은 지금 하지 않았고요. N2 Rising. Oil pressure 25%, idle detent, time check. EGT rising, checked. Fuel flow. Start engine number 2 is stable. Start engine 1.
Set parking brake.
Brake set. And 2 rising.
CA714 control radio system.
Loud and clear. How do you hear me?
Also loud and clear, thank you.
25%. Idle detent. Time check. EGT rising. Fuel flow checked.
Incheon Control, Justsim Innsburck, 470
Engine 1 is stabilized.
Incheon 7999 Control, Fish Park 1711 Island, 1711. 711, 7799.
Incheon Control, Premier Unit. District Heavy, descend to 5000 from 9000, approaching for to the right of ILS.
Greenland 916 confirmed to 6 o'clock 17 server 1712 item. Hotel 779 and some control identified and maintains level 470. Flight level 470.
Incheon control Greenland 906, can you repeat the scope please?
이건 애도
Greenland 906 1712 17 server.
Measure 1712, Greenland 96.
Greenland 906 Incheon control identified. Now position 13 miles southeast of the coast. Reinforcement established localizer, please read.
Measure of it, of the report been established with RCTP to the right, Greenland 906, thank you.
아니요, 무료입니다. 판에 오버레이 있는 무료입니다. 네, 방송할 동안
Incheon control, this is Japan Air 94 position team for international airport gate 35 West Africa. Okay. Hotel 779 proceed direct to Gusto, Group Uniform Kilo Delta Overcast. Direct to Gusto, Hotel 779.
Incheon control Greenland 906, okay. I will not be able to make the random IRS turning to the left, approaching to the right of a people car run.
Greenland 906, rather this time flying 270, maintain 4000, regular step wireless, right approach.
Roger, turn rotating to 70, and then try to maintain 4000, Greenland 906.
인천 컨트롤 TV 714 request taxi to run is 31.
714 is 31 via Echo 3.
Taxi and hold short of run is 31 via Echo 3 TV 714.
Incheon control, hello, Alpha Tango Pop. Passenger flight level 2074240 inbound Caleb. Car Tango Pop, good evening, Incheon control, radar contact, maintain special plan to flight level 240. Climb maintain 240 Delta Tango Pop. Hotel 779 descend to reach flight level 160 by Gusto, report when leading level 470. Descend to reach flight level 160 and Gusto, report leading 470, Cinema 779. Greenland 906, turn left heading 180, maintain 4000.
Turn left heading 180, maintain 4000, Greenland 906.
Incheon control Japan Air 95 and Subscope 1710, accept and request position people. Japan 904, Incheon control, push the aircraft to the face to west destination 106. Southwest touchdown approach from QNH 1022, Japan Air 94.
영상을 많이 보시고 라이브 방송을 많이 보세요. 평일에 입문하시고
Austrailia 7799, possible 470.
Lima 7799. Korea 906 expect ILS runway 33 right approach via Toga.
Wait, come on, right here,
Mission control, create Mr. C5. Engine control, create Expressor 341, now request feature running 18 left. Expressor 351 is to control this holding point on S3, question 18 left via pilot system. 22 holding point running 18 left by a valve discretion, create Expressor 351. Korea 906, now Incheon clearance A106.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Delhi.
Korea 906, clearance A106, 106.
Azure 106, and then up to Azure 6.
Second to good night, runway 1007, we are passing 6,000 for first level 180, we are 10 miles from Toga. Runway 1007 is the control identified, plans to question. First exit, top box, plan to fly level 180. Pilot is the top box, grab and maintain first level 180.
Yes, but different approach on Busan. In Busan, we will try to circling approach in Busan. Control TV 704 short 187 question 31.
704 in Jeju wind calm running 31 clear takeoff.
Clear of takeoff running 31 TV 704.
Incheon, Japan Air 904, request taxi to runway 32 right. Japan Air 904 exploding point runway 32 right via Papa. Papa, holding point runway 32 right, Japan Air 94, thanks. Japan Air 906, declare the top pass question, Japan Air 906, direct to Toga. Third ILS running 63 right approach, distance 3,600.
Measure, clear direct control mode, and clear direct running Richard right approach. Equipment established, and neither just tips.
Takeoff.
Engine control, create Mr. 341 with reception departure at the 2.
And on 40% stabilized Toga.
1 in sun, right on the main running 18 left to the aperture. Gradually line up and wait running way left via Echo 2 for Expressor 351.
Aeronauts checked hold.
V1, rotate. V2.
Positive climb, gear up. Control TVA 704 airborne passing 300 to level 190 via market to November.
704 in Toga identified as top hit 1000 direct to market, plan to pilot 190.
Direct market, direct climb level 190, DA 704. Market. Standby, execute standby, sir. Execute.
Bristol 351 Kimhae, wind 170, runway 18, left to Clifton. Wind 17, that's clear for company 18, left, re-express, I1.
흔들리는 효과 좀 죽였어요, 제가. 너무 심해서. Hi, nice to see you. Flaps 1. Flaps up.
Incheon Control, Curry Express 351 airborne, passing 1000 for 10240. Express 351 inside and 5 is 10 vehicle process and subscribe for the road. Direct Jitbox, climb level 240, Express 351.
내일 일찍 와. But yes, but the runway 31 is very short runway, so I conduct
Incheon, Pioneer 9 for letting go along with this right collision people. Pioneer 9 4 Incheon. Into Windows 3, almost runway 35 left. Purpose of the system left, Pioneer 9-4. Pioneer 906, Incheon Windows 230, 4 knots, tail 15, 1 minus around 250, runway 33, right, 6 land.
Correct land for another 26, okay, 3 thank you.
Lima 77990, F-34, Red to Busan, Hotel Oscar, Kilo, Alpha, November, Mr. ILS, runway 32, left to cruise. Alpha Duplo, direct to Hotel and request ILS, runway 32, right, Lima 7790. Alright, 77990, Mr. ILS, runway 62, right, of cruise. Down the runway 32 right, Lima 7790.
I pushed the autopilot when passing 5,000.
Incheon Control, Pioneer 947, passing 2,300 for flight level 353. Pioneer 947, Incheon Cloud Silence 5, cancel flight station, standby level 5, flight level 350, low level restriction. Low level restriction, Columbia to flight level 350, cancel Pioneer 94.
Thank you, Delhi. I pushed the autopilot when passing 5,000 and
그러면
the
나이너스
aircraft is
렉스를
stable.
암산 알파 마이스를 알파로 해서 렉스를 암산 주변에 난 사실 그 파스타 이쪽 컨트롤 사실 그 파스타 이쪽 컨트롤
Maybe
everything was rubber, right?
fly level 190. Yes,
여기서
it's
생긴
very
파스타
short time.
디스턴스 리스 라이트가
It takes
160
about 30 minutes after takeoff.
Eastern
So
160 via Gigabyte
it's
double
nice.
CA 714 past the market was 6 mile right of the
After question, Sing Market, 6 miles right of track, TV 704.
그러면 마이너스 4 디렉트 안녕 안녕 주변에 마이너스
Yes, and
Incheon confirmed right now that there's a 6-8 that's
we will
right
do
in the
offset 6 miles right of track
out of May
after passing
4.
market. Yes, bye bye.
그렇지만 나는 그 6 by Charlie then Juliet first running with 3 left
그러면 there's a 6-8 ribbon taxi onto the Charlie 4 and then Charlie instead of Juliet and I should come there too.
by the terminal okay by Charlie 4 Charlie the middle of first running with 3 left
Charlie 4 and Charlie, yeah, and then kill them, which one they could jump that, right at that age.
Everything the pasta that is built is done by Yasuko 1 hotel arrival for 7,000 in fulfilling C1062. Korea 1007, Korea 1007,
Yes.
last level 140.
It depends on individual situation. If you learn Boeing 737 exactly and go
그러면
just procedure.
1007 after market is by a market
Takes
to
2 or
arrival
3 days.
to 4,000, express ILS to running 25 also.
It takes more time to expect
That's the market to
Boeing
single
737
arrival.
because Boeing
And this is
737 is very
4,000.
complicated aircraft, but
Express ILS to running 25, running 126. 그러면 906, you are heading to Southland right of the free coast
Yes.
running 60 left.
but
There
it
again, I
doesn't
think that
take many times Just
Lunar 906 Congress
Just
253
learn
460 left.
procedure because
Roger, turn right on Charlie and cross 33 to left.
just watch the
I
video,
apologize
the
for
full
that.
flight procedure.
Incident.
Just follow them. Just follow it.
Yes, about the past 7 miles is after from base
네,
7
그런 거
1
Looking up, TWA704.
Hotel 779 descend to 7,000 by Hokan NH 106.
재생 목록에 보시면요. 그 플라이트 프로시저인가 튜토리얼인가 그렇게 있어요. 거기에 보인 737, 747, 777
ILS runway 32 right
Yes.
approach.
거기 그대로
하시면 되고요.
기본적인 절차뿐만이 아니고 안에 감사합니다.
Did you hear me last time? By the way, Delta Singapore.
응용 버전도 많이
Delta
있습니다.
Singapore is ILS runway 32 left approach. 32 left approach.
그다음에 여러 가지 FMC 조정이라든지 물론 뭐
ILS 32
실제
left. Delta Singapore.
조종사만큼은 못하고요.
Descendant
웬만큼
904 F direct runner.
다룰 줄 압니다.
After cargo direct
계속
launch
크게
to
당황하지
Australia
않고
and
물론 당황하긴 한데
Australia 906
당황하지
your
않고
gate
할
via
정도로
pilot system.
그 정도의 레벨은 됩니다.
Toga Express is 851 descent flight
Yes.
140 by Mach
Maybe,
2% leading. Down to level 140 by Mach CAD
I don't
report when leaving current flight level
remember
3 Express 55 Mach.
Exactly. Especially Aleph.
Okay, that's 779 S4 Concrete ILS running 32 right approach before turning southerly.
트래픽 여기 또 있어.
Okay, Concrete ILS runway 32 right approach and close to Australia 1709.
K714 that inhale window 1705 Suffering available will you accept?
Request to suck fuel alpha running 18 left suckling.
Okay.
Request to short vector
Mission control for Express. Engine control Cree Express 35 heading to level 140.
58점.
Alpha Lima 7799, just confirm back 22 or 1023.
Okay, that's 779 108106.
1022, Alpha Lima 7799, confirm.
Oh, really? I just want to refer to your Aleph wind.
Yeah, 714 left base.
Contract TWA704, go ahead.
Yeah, 714 off base.
Cancel offset. TWA704. are a master of Boeing 737. Kimei circling approach is very difficult to approach.
QA 740 by 4 factors, NH310
Descend 7,000 by 2 packs, QNH 1021 TV704. 7,000 feet.
Delta Tango Papa Esther Hokan with left runway 32 left approach.
Control TA704 now leaving level 1900 for 7,000 by 2 packs. 2pac까지 7,000까지 내려갈 것 같은데 퍼포먼스상 조금 정상 고도보다 많이 높습니다.
맞아. 747 at your discretion.
맞아. Descend 7,000 pilot discretions TA704. Thank you.
Please specify 1 Aston market, descend by a market to Tango level to 4,000, expect ILS runway 25 of Tango market, descend by a market to Tango level, expect ILS 011 to approach down to 4,000, trace SFC by 1. Hotel 7799, clear stop 150. Hotel 779 V4 windows 300 degrees up north on a 32 right first left. Hotel 1007 back to Hanel descend 4,000 by Hanel to the direct through on a 2504. Descend to 4,000 by Hanel where they want to use it. 1007 direct Hanel clear direct through on a 2504. 맞아. 잘 방을 이랬고 아이르스로 말고 먼저
Yes, after passing 500 feet, just refer to light guidance and just visual.
F the first campaign present heading descend 4,000 QNH 1021.
After 2 packs maintain descending QNH 1021, descend 4,000 TA704. 7,000 feet.
Protest 351 Jeju QNH 1062. QNH 133 Express C51. Delta Tango Papa descend to 4,000 for established glide slope. Descend 4,000 report for established 3 to last Papa Tango Papa. 714, fly heading 070.
Heading 070, TV 714.
Incheon control, clear process 51, request direct final after salad. First 5351 direct final clear direct to running 25 for this time. Conversion direct final, direct final and established. Direct final line, clear 40 hours, 0.25 approach, report plan established, clear, press 351. Proper fully established, it's left. There's a single pasta P4 in the 300 corner, on a 3 left clear land.
Really?
Through the left clear land on the same path. 714, turn left heading 020, pfpx 김해 VOR, inbound course 045.
Sorry, say again. Heading, expect to fuel alpha running 18 left. Correction, 18 left or right.
714, fly heading 020 to intercept near VOR 045, inbound course. Before established.
Heading 020 in expect as the clear the operation. 갑자기 까먹었다.
for after established inner VOR radial 045 inbound course to the VOR alpha, running 18 right of course.
Roger, running right approach after established fuel running fuel alpha running 18 right. PUS fuel 이거 어떻게 되죠? PUS fuel 내가 정확히 모르겠는데. Can
what's the
frequency of
Austrailia 1007 Jeju wind calm running 25%. Running 25 land running 1007. You 71 report the approach inside.
Sorry, say again. DOA 714.
You 714 report the airport inside.
Roger, report to airport inside DOA 714.
Toga to Papa vacating 3 to the left by about 1. There's a single pass. Right, the first one is retry, takes the gate by a pilot 60. Cross 23 right, get a little expression topic. Here, 714 confirm F is fine. QA 714 confirm airport inside.
Airport inside QA 704.
25.
Here, 714 right, airport, airport, report downwind.
Roger, report right down in QA 704.
Approaching minimums. $1,000. Minimums.
Control QA 704 now right down into
Here, 714 here with the 1705, not runway 18 is right, placement.
left hand running 18 right QA 704.
Korea 1007 P3D via pilot station. Read the find pilot description, Korea 1007. Mission Control, Korea Express 351 fully established on ILS 0025, 13 miles CM. Korea Express 351 team, question, Jeju wind con runway 25 clearance. Wind con clear to land runway 25, Korea Express 351.
Terrain, pull up. Caution, terrain. Terrain, pull up. $500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
635 radio flight level 360 inbound bunker. Cover 56 in some transfer from a Mylan says clock 1715 right then. Squawk 1715 from number 65. QA 714 left, okay, runway, course runway 18 to the left, 6 degrees. Contour, coordinate 1007 at 8, and this is contact for your 8 service complete. Okay. The Kenya 9 of 4 requires space voice training from 1 to decimal 8. We'll training from 1 to 4 net, Austrailia and 777. Cover 6635 identified the direct group of uniform silver Delta Oscar. Direct group for Helix 65. All station can transfer holding offline monitor uniform 1 to decimal 8. Roger, take care, bye-bye. Thank you for service.
Yes, I had emergency landing. 아, 여기서 파이널 턴을 또 돌았어야 되는데 꼭 여기서 뭔가 마지막에 살짝 부족하네요. 이게 살짝 이렇게 더 넘어도 되는데 아쉽습니다. 뭔가 좀 아쉽네요. 자, I will end my broadcasting. Thank you for your watching. See you next time.